Hey guys, this is HYILMHMLBBU. This is a Dragonheir video. I'd like to thank Dragonheir for sponsoring the video, and you can get involved as well if you want to download using my link down below in the pinned comment or the video description, or you can use a QR code as well. We've just had the information for Season 4 drop. I'm actually on the test server taking a look at some of the stuff coming in Season 4. It actually drops on the 21st of June. The Snarls of Lava is the theme, and that kind of relates to some of the bosses and the endgame stuff that they dropped into the game. But on top of that, there's going to be 25 new heroes in the game. In this video, we're going to look at some of the summoning events that are due to drop very early on. So with any seasonal change, and if you're playing in like Season 1 right now, about to come into Season 2, you get this kind of crossover where the first bit of time in the season, you get like an enhanced rate to summon new heroes for that season. So you can see here on the test server, I've got 5.5 days left, but I basically get a week of featured summons for particular seasonal heroes that have come through. So we're going to take a look at who's in the pool and who's good and who's not. Before we do that though, I just want to take a look at the events that are due to drop in Season 4. So again, every season there's someone in the mix who's going to be the guaranteed summon. Let me see who this one is. Dance of Misfortune starts on the 12th of July for my server. It changes up depending on the server you're on, but 12th of July is when this one's coming in. And they basically go on for nigh on a month. It's a guaranteed legendary hero each time, each season. And so far they've been pretty damn solid. Calavera, who, by the way, look at this sweet design. Like, totally sweet design. It's an insanely strong legendary, okay? We've been doing some testing on the test server. This is going to be a big one to pick up. So, you know, what is this? Like a few weeks into the Season 4 server drop. Make sure you are ready for this one. You can check out the event rules here. So they tend to do a similar type of thing each season where you've got a number of ways to earn some sort of fragment, or in this instance, it's evoking petals. So we've got Dungeon Masquerade. Looks like it's kind of like a Dance of the Dead type of, or is it Day of the Dead? Yeah, I think it's called the Day of the Dead. Anyway, it's like a Mexican cool thing where they kind of like, they look at life and death the way they spin. I'm rambling. Anyway, so it says here, as the event starts, you can challenge different dungeons to get points and gain the petals. You'll get bonus points based on the time of your clearance. So the better your teams, the better the points you get. And during the event, the Dungeon Masquerade will be available for 6 rounds. So you can get a bunch of petals this way. Summoning as well will get you petals up to 60 if you're using the Heliite summons. Continental Challenge. So during the event, you can find various bosses across Adenthia. Yeah, the bosses generally have got like a different elemental setup. So you have to build teams to be able to beat different elemental setups for that, and then you get points and petals for your rank in there. And then there's a straight up petal shop where you can exchange petals for rewards, and that's generally where you can pick up the champ, but there's also normally an artifact up for grabs and a bunch of other stuff as well. I don't think I can see that yet. So let's check out Calavera in terms of kit, and then we can look at the other summon event that's coming. She should stick out like a sore thumb. I think it's a she. In that lovely dress. Damn, such a sweet design. This is one of my favorite designs, actually. So good. Artist has done some work on this one. So what's going on with the kit? Got a passive here. When casting a skill, a temporary illusion is briefly generated at the hero's location. This illusion will follow the hero as they cast and produce additional effects. I wonder if it also tanks up damage. Anyway, that's cool. Dispels 1 debuff from each nearby ally and grants recovery over time, so that's healing. Illusion spellcasting has a 75, books up to 100% chance to dispel 1 buff from each nearby enemy, with a 50% chance, so booked to 75, to inflict charmed on them for 3 seconds. And then the ultimate, a full grid ult, so heals all allies by 550% defense, then gives everyone defense up. Means you can build her super tanky as a support and make her really difficult to take down, actually. So you get defense up, you get a massive heal, and then you've got spellcasting deals 510% attack, poison damage to all enemies, and then you've got the attack penalty going on the enemy as well. So attack penalty, super solid. It's healing for you, defense up for you. Just a really, really great support. So this is like a must get, I think, this season for season 4. And then let's check out the summoning event. Who's in the mix for the featured summons? And these are all going to be the new heroes as well. So Ifea, a support. Probably not one that I would call out. If I was calling out any, let me just grab my little list. In terms of legendaries, we've got a Staion, who is this fella. So Necro support. Again, supports tend to be the lifeblood of teams, by the way. So we've got a passive skill here. As a battle starts, a hero has a 100% chance to inflict silence for 10 seconds on the nearest enemy. So broken. And steals 30% of their HP and 30% of their defense. And then basically transfer it to allies with high attack. Crazy. Actually crazy for a passive skill there. You then got the battle skill. You get necrotic damage to enemies in range and you put a stun on them. And that's a massive range as well. Grants crit hit resistance to an ally with the highest attack. So you're keeping your attack dudes up more effectively. And you get a recharge on your ult if you hit someone. It's crazy as a battle skill. And then you've got the ult here. Summons a domain that lasts for 10 seconds at the target's location, dealing necrotic damage to enemies within range and heals allies. So basically pumping out damage and healing. When enemies within range gain a buff, there's a 40% chance, which, does it swing? No, 40% chance to replace the buff with a random debuff. And the debuffs are strong. Attack penalty, block buffs, speed reduction, healing block, like crazy. So a Staion would be one of the top ones here. Who else have I got on my list? Most of the other ones I think which are super strong for the new heroes that I would call out would actually be a couple of the epics. And they're not actually in this group. So I think the new Ice Blast epic is good. The new Thunderbolt dude is cool too. Let's just have a quick look then at the visuals of the others. Fear, another support. We really want to see a damage dealer. This guy is super sweet as well. Mashtur, cool looking tank. Got like Cerberus heads on his shield there. Tons going on with his ult as well. Attack penalty, accuracy penalty, speed down, immune to all control. Yeah, very cool tank. What we got here? Another support, Haramar. Got an aura champ here. What's this one? Pumping out radiant damage. Bouncing to 6 enemies. Okay, interesting. We're going to have to do some testing on the test server to get some damage away. Orfena is one of the other ones. So this is a Thunderbolt champion I was talking about. It's not an epic. It's this legendary here with the gizmos. One of the best kind of like setups for Pacunte, who I've got on my account. So this would be a big one for me. So you get attack speed up for 15 seconds on overload. You've got a full board ult. Basic attacks can shoot 2 extra bullets. And then we've got electrocuted on the battle skill as well. When enemies are under electrocuted, they gain this damage ignores 30% of their defense. That's why it's so good for Pacunte. And then triggers electrocuted damage on the passive as well. So yeah, super cool one there. This guy looks sweet. Persis. I think it's pretty cool as well, actually. What's this one? Necrotic damage. Another support. Putting out block buffs and stunning. Felicity Berta. Really tough name there. What's this one got? Freezing, cold damage. We've got Majtan, a burn hero as well. 20% attack up. Doing fire damage. If enemies possess burn, the hero gains attack up. The burn inflicted by fire in stone ignores resistance for the next 15 seconds. Okay. And the other legendary here is Miro. He's got a massive pipe. He's an ice blast dude. What is going on with this hero? Damn. Dragonheir knocking it out of the park on this one. Just smoking the pipe. Why not? He's got a new buff here. Map pin. The wearer takes an extra 20% crit damage of Miro's damage. Here we go. So look, tons going on with summon events in Dragonheir for Season 4. Definitely would say it's worth going for that guaranteed one a couple of weeks in. And if you're going to pull earlier on, then there's some pretty damn sweet ones, honestly. But for me, in terms of like someone from my team, I'm really keen on Orfena to help me set up Pacunte. Yeah, it's probably like my most standout one for me, I think. Or I wouldn't mind a bit of a Staion as well. Anyway, thanks again, Dragonheir, for sponsoring the video. Don't forget there will be a link down below in the pinned comment, or you can use the QR code if you want to get involved. And yeah, I will see you in the next one.